These are a bunch of poems I made over the span of 2 to 3 years. They are loosely in chronological order. Enjoy. Wonderland. It was at the moment when all fell. We both knew we'd be stuck in our own hell. But maybe we could escape with what little we had left? If that were even possible, I'm sure it'd be a gift. It was at the moment when all fell. We couldn't escape the fate that was Nell. Even if we tried to cower in hiding. The light of the love we shared was ever so blinding. At that moment we both knew that there wasn't a damned thing we could possibly do. Home was so far away. Did it really even matter anyway? If this was the last moment I'd share with her, I wouldn't have given it up to be anywhere but here. It was the fate we were both meant to endure. With lines of dead sand everywhere. A tragic tale, ending so grand. We were truly in Wonderland. Forsaken. I went to bed on that fateful night with the air of dread, causing such spite. My dreams were laden with the horrors of war. I saw terrible visions I'd never imagined before. As the conflict was fought where I stood, the evil was plenty, and not much was good. In my subconscious, I knew I was safe. At my home where no one would make me unsafe. The sky was filled with blood, like meat that was raw. An Armageddon, bloodier than the casualties I saw. I sweatily rose as I was awakened. Only to find that I was alone. I wasn't at home. And I had been forsaken. Retribution. I never knew what happened, that day. As all fell apart in the heat of dismay. When the faces of evil were looking our way. I remember it all, as if it just happened today. I wish there was a way we could have stayed. But the war would have come to us anyway. What with the Imperials and rebels fighting over turf. I'm sure they both got what they deserved. Maybe our sense of hope was an illusion? I'll never know with that day's confusion. I just wish I could put 2 and 2 together. And find the right solution. And if I can't, ever, I'll surely be in trouble. As now, I'm stuck up in this bubble. I wish I could say I knew what happened that day. I wish for then, but now I can see. Everything is the way it's meant to be. All we had is lost in the face of eradication. And now, for me, I pay retribution. Righteous. How did I not see it? It wasn't that hard to miss. That I wouldn't believe it. It's just something I can't dismiss. Was it all a lie I told myself, perhaps? Were all of my deeds just that? Mishaps? Possibly it was all just an illusion. What with that day, and all of its confusion? Should I be concerned? That I did all of that while expecting nothing in return? Maybe. Maybe not. Don't you see? I just forgot. Deep down, I always could have knew. Everything I did was for all of you. These were the things I'd never know. If not for that fateful day when all was let go. Life's sweet mysteries I can't forget. When all came together as we met. Isn't life just such sweet bliss? When you truly are righteous. There were always 2. I'd like to tell you how I ended up in this mess. Perhaps it's something I'll never confess. Once you've read till the end of my rhyme, you'll have already been out of time. Perhaps I could have not been too late. Perhaps it was always up to fate. These are the mysteries I'll never know. Because, on that fateful day, we both let ourselves go. I'd like to have said I stood tall. But, that's a stretching of the truth, if anything at all. That fateful day, we both knew we would fall. I loved her now, and always will. She taught me the meaning of life, and I remembered it well. In the end, as I flew, deep down in my heart I always knew that never, and forevermore, there were always 2. Dead reality. I couldn't see. Until it was far too late. Was it me? Was it fate? Were there always 2? Maybe. But how was I supposed to know what to do? I did my best. It wasn't any more, or any less. I wasn't sure, so I asked. I should have been prepared for your backlash. I wasn't good enough for you, so now I will leave. It is with a heavy heart, I know, I may never grieve. It is nothing more than isolation, in a nation of the few. I'm surprised I stuck through with you. Tried reasoning, went to pleasing. There was never enough for both you and me. Now I decay in this dead reality. Hangman's girl. It was then I knew. There was not room for one, but two. The Duchess, as beautiful as ever. Spun in the air, suspended forever. A happy ending, was now or never. The endeavor, for now, this tantalizing splendor. Would I seal my fate, and join her forever? There was always room for another adventure. And if death dare twirl us apart? I swirl in the air with the hangman's girl. Until death do us part. Dead. It was over, before it even began. By the time I had my suspicions, I should have ran. The world around me started to glitch. I was in and out of consciousness. When I was just hanging on by a thread. I should have known that it was some thin ice that I tread. I should have figured that was the bullet in my head. I should have realized that I was dead. Undone. Will we be there when all is gone? When all we seek is clarity, in what we've done? If you will grant us this one wish, perhaps we'll find purpose in what we missed. Will you join us for one last song? Maybe not, but this is where you belong. This is a poem, a plea for many. We started with plenty, and lost so much. How could I have seen this happen as such? You are our gift, the loved one. Was this a mirage? Could we have won? We could not fight, and we could not run. We yearn for clarity but we received none. But in our desperate search for the sun, we get nothing, giving up, one by one. This was our fate, and we have come undone. Love is wonder. Oh how I love thee! Am I as blind as I see? For I shall give you my loyalty. Will you return the favor? In cherishing this love as my savior? I will never desert thee. No matter what they say about me. It truly is that easy. For all I seem to blunder. There's no reason to ponder. Bear it no mind, for love is wonder.